Good morning. Happy Friday Focus on the 28th of January. How are we all doing? I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I was on an amazing weekend. It's called a retreat, but it wasn't a retreat. It was just 3 days of incredibly hard work, but very, very good as well. I hope everything's going well and you've had really good weeks. What are we talking about today? Well, apart from anything else, before anything else, do not forget it's the 31st of January. If you haven't submitted your tax return, you need to do it pretty quickly. You have got another month's grace if you haven't done it, but I wouldn't use that unless you absolutely have to. You have also got another month's grace as far as paying your tax is concerned, which is quite useful for a lot of people. Not obviously if you've done Profit First, because you will already have your tax saved up. Good morning, Kate. I hope you're well. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the 6 important habits for entrepreneurial success. Now, I asked quite a lot of people this question this morning. Not this morning, this week, sorry. And one of my Profit First professional guides in America came back to me and said, consistency. And actually, yeah, that's the absolute most important thing. But if you ask any successful entrepreneur, and they will tell you that habits matter enormously. So what you do on one single day won't make sort of a huge amount of difference to your journey. But what you do each and every day, that's what counts. So I put together a sort of list of good habits for new entrepreneurs to prioritize so that you can set yourself up and set your business up for success. For one, so number one is read. Morning, Lizzie. I hope you're well. The most successful entrepreneurs, apparently, are the ones who are always striving to learn more and better themselves. And reading plays a really important role in this. So you'll find that lots of successful entrepreneurs, like from Jeff Bezos to Mark Cuban, cite their love of books as a massive contributor to their financial success. So in fact, Warren Buffett actually even claimed to spend up to, I think he said it was something like 80% of his day reading. And Mark Zuckerberg, I never know how to pronounce his name, says that he gets through 2 books a week. 2 books a week. It's flipping amazing. Oh, brilliant. Look, this is what Kate's just put on here. Finished listening to 7 Habits of Highly Effective People about 10 minutes ago. I am so pleased, Kate, because it is just, it's crucial. It really is. And if we can't find the time to read, then, well, we're not setting ourselves up for failure, but we're not helping ourselves either, I don't think. So reading, really, really important. But what you read as well. I mean, I read an awful lot of business success books and personal growth books and property investment books and all sorts of exciting things. But when I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, which I do probably most days, I read something that is complete and utter trash, basically, because then I can escape. Totally. So I always have a trashy book on the go, but I also always have other books that are not in my room, in my bedroom, that are all to do with building the business, not improving myself, changing things as far as the way that I'm doing things. I've just finished for the 3rd time that I've read now, James Clear's Atomic Habits. Oh, God, I love it. Absolutely love it. And you know, every time you reread a book, you learn something new about yourself and about business as well. So anyhow, to go back to the 6 important habits, keep a close eye on your finances. Well, I'm obviously going to say that, aren't I? I mean, it's me. So if you look at, look what Lizzie's husband Reese does. Gets up at 5 every morning to read books on business and growth. Brilliant, Lizzie. I'm really, really pleased that he does. It's so important. So if you look into any of the billionaires that I've just mentioned, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, etc., None of them got to where they are today by playing sort of fast and loose with their finances. It's really important to monitor your finances really carefully. And I don't mean on a daily basis you need to look at your profit and loss. I mean on a daily basis you do need to look at where your bank is. You need to look at who's been paying you, who hasn't been paying you, etc. I was speaking to a client yesterday and she said, oh yeah, I finished coaching with them about 10 days ago, but I haven't sent an invoice yet. And I'm like, you finished coaching 10 days ago. Why did you not send the invoice when you first started coaching? Oh, I'm not sure. She was also planning a course, and it was a 12-week course, mostly online, and she was organising payment plans for 4 months. And I said, well, hang on a second. So when you get to the end of your course, some of those people who are paying over 4 months will still have a month to pay. Morning, Katie. How lovely to see you. And she said, well, yes. And I said, right, okay. So at the end of your course, are you upselling to something else? She said, oh, yes, definitely. And I said, so the people who are paying over 4 months, they're going to get to the end of the course. They're going to be really fired up, really excited about it. You're going to try and upsell something which they've still got a month to pay on. If they do that, then by the time, if they do sign up to your course, which they may well not because they've still got a month to pay for the last one, you're not going to get paid for another month afterwards. I said, that is going to really impact your cash flow. You need to think about this. And she was like, oh, good point. Gosh, I hadn't even thought of that. And I said, right, so either if you're going to do a payment plan, then you do it over the 12 weeks so that they finish at the same time that they finish the course. So then they're all buoyed up, they're excited about it. When you start to upsell, they're like, well, I've finished paying for this one. So yeah, perfect, I can go for that one. Especially if they've had a really, really good experience with you. And she hadn't thought this through at all. She's quite a high-powered coach, but she just hadn't thought that side of it through, because as far as her finances were like, they'll take care of themselves. And I hope over the last 3 months that I've actually taught her that they don't just take care of themselves, they actually have to be looked after, they have to be nurtured a bit. But I think she got it at the end, and it was like sort of, oh my God, yeah, it's so obvious, isn't it? If I was doing a course, I wouldn't want to still be paying for another month while someone was upselling me, because I would automatically think, well, I can't pay for that. And then by the time that month is over, do I really need that course? Do I really want that course? Is it really something that's going to work for me? Possibly not. So it is really important to monitor your finances very carefully. Make sure that you understand your current situation. If you really struggle with this, then it is wise to hire an accountant or a financial advisor or somebody who can provide you with that insight and guidance and ensure that the numbers are in check. Very happy to help anybody who needs any help with this. Number 3, I need to pay some attention to this one, is prioritize sleep. They say that successful people get up early, but successful people also get enough sleep. So getting an adequate amount of good quality sleep is really important for concentration, mood, brain function. So just try not to skimp on it. I don't skimp on it on purpose. I skimp on it because that's what my brain wants to do for some peculiar reason. But some people do skimp on it on purpose by going to bed very late and not getting up when the alarm goes off or whatever. Anyhow, number 4 is focusing on high value tasks. Get into the habit of assigning value to each task. Every single task you're doing, even if it's just an admin task, just put a value on it and prioritize those accordingly. So as a business owner, you know that your time is really, really valuable. But can you actually really afford to squander it on low value tasks such as scheduling meetings and cleaning out your inbox and stuff like that? Or should you be getting somebody else to do that for you who can do it just like that, and they can consistently do it, which means that you don't have to even think about it. It's out of your brain. You don't have to think about it at all. And if you don't have to think about it, you can think about on the the income producing tasks that you can do, and then start to prioritize those. Assigning a value to your task will really tell you what you should be outsourcing and therefore allow you to really focus on those important things. Number 5 is networking. I don't mean just sort of the odd conference here and there. Successful entrepreneurs reach out daily. I know, scary, whether virtually or in person, to their business contacts and their prospects in order to really maximize those opportunities. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you have to go to a networking meeting all of the time, which to me is just, that sounds horrendous. But it does mean that you have to connect with people. So whether that's on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or any of those, the social media things, it doesn't make any difference. But networking on a daily basis, setting yourself up, absolutely, Katie, quite agree. Setting yourself up for success. So set yourself a goal. Am I going to make 5 new connections a day, a week? Whatever it is that you need to do. How many more leads do you need in order to be able to get this course running successfully for you, or whatever it happens to be? I think this is really, really key. This last one is start the day off right. Now, notice I did not say start your day at 5 a.m. I know Lizzie Reese does, but we don't all have to start at 5 a.m. You don't need to wake up at the crack of dawn to be successful, but it is quite important to wake up at the same time each day. It doesn't matter whether that's 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That's what you need to do. Wouldn't that be nice? And set yourself up for success with a good morning routine. It doesn't necessarily take 2 hours or involve 36 separate tasks or anything like that. It should simply be start your day off on a positive note, get yourself in the right mind frame to really get that day to be working for you, whether you need it to be productive or whatever. This could mean grabbing your trainers and heading out for a morning jog or a morning run or whatever, reading 10 pages of an uplifting book, or simply having breakfast with your family. That's what works for you or what you need to do. It's completely up to you to set up that routine. One of the things that we did this retreat this weekend was our needs creed, as one of many group call it. Needs creed is sort of in between 5 and 6 things which we need on a daily or a weekly basis. Need, not desire, to make us feel okay. Not to make us feel fabulous, but just to make us feel okay. What is it? What do we need to be able to feel okay? So whether that's food or water or sleep or time alone or connecting time, whatever it happens to be. Kate Butcher's saying, I don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be successful, but I do need to be up at 5 a.m. to get some time to myself and maintain my sanity before the children wake up and drive me mad. Understandable. Exactly. So if that's what you need, is to get up at 5 a.m. to be able to do that, that's fine. What do you need? I need at least 1.5, preferably 2 liters of water a day. I need to not eat sugar so that I can sleep better. I need 7 hours of sleep. I don't get it necessarily, but I need it. I need at least half an hour of alone time, completely alone with nobody else around, not even the dog. I need time in nature. I need to read. These are not desires. Desires are chocolate. Obviously, that's a little bit of a contentious one because sometimes chocolate is actually needed as well. But it totally depends on what your needs are to start the day off right. I need to journal 3 or 4 times a week. I need to exercise 3 or 4 times a week. I need to be able to do these things just to be okay. And I think at the moment we all need to just be okay. If we can be one step better, then that's fabulous. We can be amazing. But as long as we can just be okay, then we'll be all right. And we need to be able to get through all of this. So think about what your needs are. They are non-negotiables. They are things that you absolutely have to have just to be okay. Just think about those. See if you can write them down. So I think it's really, really important to start your day off right. And more often than not, I don't. But I'm trying to really, really do this at the moment. What was he called? John C. Maxwell. That's it. He said, the secret of your success is found in your daily routine. So start working to implement this, implement these good habits into your day, whatever it is that you need to be able to make that day good. Read James Clear's Atomic Habits. That's a fantastic book, or listen to it. Somebody suggested downloading a habit tracking app. Now, personally, I have too many apps, so I don't want that. I do, however, have a water drinking app to remind me every hour to just drink a bit more water, even if it's 125 litres, millilitres, whatever it happens to be. It doesn't matter. On a weekly basis, I now print out my calendar so that I've actually got the whole thing in front of me, so that I know that week ahead exactly who I'm dealing with, etc., what clients I want to be able to talk to, what I want to chase up, everything. Anyhow, I'm not going to go on about this, but consistency is the key to success. And if we can set ourselves up for success, then we're much more likely to do it. I hope you have a fabulous week ahead, and with any luck, the sun might stay, hopefully. It's been lovely to see you all. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye.